Certainly, Lieutenant Governor McNally, Speaker Sexton, Secretary Hargett, Treasurer Lillard, Comptroller Power, Commissioner, Governor. We have a quorum for the meeting.
Thank you. And the first item on the agenda is consent. Discussion? Not all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. You adopt. And next item, Ms. Ann, Middle Tennessee State.
Yeah, first I'd like to say there was no request for public comment. The next item is for Middle Tennessee State University, and we have President Dr. Sidney McPhee here to present this item.
Dr. McPhee? Good morning.
Good morning again.
Good morning again.
The mic is on. The mic is on. Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, MTSU has one agenda item today for the MTSU P3 Residence Hall project. And that information is located on page 4 of your materials. The P3 Residence Hall project will provide approximately 550 student housing beds to MTSU campus via a public-private partnership delivery method, and will help address the significant need to provide affordable and convenient on-campus housing options for MTSU students. MTSU respectfully requests approval of the pre-development agreement for the public-private partnership with the Annex Group. This pre-development agreement outlines the roles and responsibilities of the partnership and allows design activities and agreements negotiation to proceed until the final ground lease document is approved with the State Building Commission. MTSU plans to return to the State Building Commission in November for the ground lease approval request. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding this request, and thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Dr. McPhee. Motion? This motion properly seconded. Discussion? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Bryson, you're recognized.
Thank you. Dr. McPhee, thank you for this and for being here. Just a couple of questions since this is a P3. Can you how you said it'll be affordable. Do you have a sense of what the housing rates will be versus the rates of the normally the owned dormitories that are owned? And then is there any provision in the contract if student enrollment should drop that this would have to be filled first?
With regards to the housing rates, the project calls for a committee that's made up of the developer and, of course, the university to make those recommendations. We anticipate that it will be very much competitive, but not as high as what we see around the university campus. With regards to whether or not there will be adjustment in the contract, no.
Great, thank you. So we really don't know what the rates are, but we anticipate they'll be at least lower than the privately owned apartments, those types of things around the campus.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Not necessarily the dorms.
No, that's correct.
Thank you.
Other questions? I see none. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. You adopt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McPhee. Next item, University of Tennessee, Memphis Health Science Center.
Yes, and we have Associate Vice President Austin Oakes here to present this item.
Good morning, Lieutenant Governor, members of the commission. Our first project is on page 5, and this is a request for approval of a project proceeding with the process to select a designer and utilizing the construction manager general contractor alternate delivery method associated with the College of Medicine and Interdisciplinary Building project in Memphis. This project will construct a new College of Medicine facility supporting more than 3,500 students, including more than 900 students in pursuing graduate degrees. The estimated total project cost is $350 million, with current funding of $10 million for the planning request today. We request your approval and are happy to answer any questions.
Move to approve.
That's proper motion, probably seconded. Speaker Sexton.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. So I know this is only for 10 million. So can you tell us, I just want to get on record, what will the class sizes go from to 2 with the new building?
So specifically with the MD program, the program intention is to increase the class sizes from their current size of 175 students to 225 students.
Right. And the biggest medical school is, my understanding is University of Indiana, and they have how many students in there?
Yes, sir. They have just north of 300 students
300.
in their class.
So that gets to my question. So in this new building we're looking at, is there, as you're looking at the design, is there a potential to have them look at how to make an easy addition if we need to expand from 225 to get to 250, 275? Can the building currently, as what you're thinking, can handle that? Or would that have to be a new additional add-on in this?
So yes, this is a question that myself and UTHSC leadership have discussed, and part of our intention is to charge the design team once selected with looking at how we would potentially add on to the facility, and if there are ways that we can manage the design up front to accommodate larger class sizes in an easier way in the future.
Right.
So we don't have an answer to that now, but are analyzing that.
Right. And so my point is it's cheaper to build today than tomorrow.
Yes.
Definitely cheaper than 20 years from now, as we found out many times. So my goal is it's the governor's budget, and we'll take a look at when it comes. But if it needs to be more than 350 to meet that, whether that's additional space that's not being used as a shell, right, that we can build in today's dollars and then do some renovations internally, I would propose to look at that to see what that looks like as well, so that we don't have to come back and rebuild a bunch of things and take years, where we could really, if we had the shell, you're within a year, right?
Yes, sir. We would be happy to analyze and explore that with the design team.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good comments. Further discussion? I see none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. You adopt. Next item, University of Tennessee at Pulaski.
Our second request is on page 6 of your packet, and this is a request for an approval of a master plan as presented by Hastings Architecture associated with UT Southern. This is a comprehensive master plan for the campus and the inaugural one after our acquisition 4 years ago. We're requesting that Sam Weibel be allowed to make the presentation on behalf of Hastings, and subsequently we request your approval.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and get a motion.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Mr. Weigel, is it?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thanks for this opportunity. I'm excited to be here to present the inaugural UT Southern Master Plan, which we believe will serve as a foundation for future growth and success. It's been a great collaboration with UT Southern faculty, staff, students, and the city of Pulaski. This summer marks 4 years since the UT system acquired Martin Methodist College, and it became UT Southern. And this plan honors the 150-year history of the institution while preparing for its future. It seeks to preserve the charm of the campus and its historic identity while looking forward, strengthening the elements of growth. The master plan is focused on the 3 pillars of the strategic plan: academic excellence and innovation, transformational student experience, and campus community connectedness. The goal: establish UT Southern as a destination campus in Tennessee, serving Middle Tennessee and beyond. UT Southern is well positioned between Nashville and Huntsville. Located 10 miles from I-65, main campus sits just adjacent to Pulaski's historic Courthouse Square. East Campus is just under 2 miles away, and most of the athletic fields are hosted there, and a shared facility for tennis is at Magazine Road Park. That was completed about a year ago. There's also a 600-acre parcel in Elkton that was donated during this process. The plan supports infrastructure development aligned with enrollment growth. This graph shows a baseline growth at 5% and an aspirational growth at 6.5%. This fall, enrollment is on target to meet or exceed the aspirational goal. With the maximum capacity of the current campus at approximately 1,300, this master plan is timely to consider. This is the updated acquisition zone, though it remains largely the same. The campus boundary has been updated, and the ownership between the university and the foundation is also noted. This is the current campus with the buildings coded by program. Red is academic, orange is athletic, yellow is housing, blue is administrative, and purple is student life. You can see the red buildings are clustered around the historic green, and our plan hopes to integrate academics more fully. On East Campus, there are a few structures, primarily a field house. There's also a concessions restroom building for soccer and a maintenance building. A few images from campus showing the historic green, the historic gazebo, and other campus buildings. The plan focused on creating 3 campus quads: the historic green, student life, and hillside quads. The goal: preserve historic elements like the green gazebo and the stone wall, create a pedestrian-friendly campus core with the closing of West Madison and North 5th Streets, connect upper and lower campus and emphasize the central axis, join Martin Hall and Andrews Science with a new nursing and science labs addition with elevators, accessible restrooms, and connected systems, activate the hillside with a new amphitheater and a hybrid academic residence hall with approximately 100 beds per tower, classrooms, and a small food service component. Also to expand the student union and improve student gathering spaces, and add a new athletic arena, auxiliary gym to the Curry Athletic Center. The priority projects are listed here with their respective square sizes in square feet or bed count. The A is the Martin Andrews connector, B is the student union expansion, C is the hybrid academic residence hall, and D is the auxiliary gym. On East Campus, the plan enhances athletic facilities by adding a press box pavilion with restrooms and concessions, a new flex building with coaches' offices and classrooms, and a renovated current and new field house for performance and training. These seek to improve spectator amenities and access routes, build additional parking and storage. With 40% of students as athletes, athletics investment is critical to student life, retention, and recruitment. This master plan represents a thoughtful roadmap for sustainable, inclusive growth that was produced in collaboration with UT Southern and community stakeholders. This image is the full main campus plan. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Questions? I hear none. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. You adopt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Weigel. Next item, University of Tennessee.
Our third and final item today is on page 7 of your package, and this is a bid activity report associated with the ARP PREC Improvements Project. This request has been referred to the Office of the State Architect under delegated authority and thus does not require action from the Building Commission to refer to Executive Subcommittee. So we're asking that we strike this item from the calendar.
All righty, without objection, that's done.
Thank you.
Next item, Miss Ann.
Our next items are for the Tennessee Board of Regents, and we have Executive Director Dick Tracy here to present those.
Mr. Tracy, good to have you with us
Good
again.
morning, Governor, members.
We're going to have to give you a doctorate as many times as you come before here.
How about a hall pass?
Oh, okay.
Our item for approval is approval of revision and project budget funding and scope in the presentation of the early design phase as presented by Bauer Askew Architecture. And this is for the new engineering classroom at the Tennessee State University. Mr. Chairman, please recognize President Dwayne Tucker and Mr. Gary Askew from Bauer Askew to present the project.
Thank you. Mr. Tucker and Mr. Askew.
How you doing? I'm Gary Askew with Bauer Askew Architecture. We're developing this project in association with Melvin Gill Architects. Ms. Melvin Gill's here as well. Let's see.
Your clicker's right there.
It's right there. Okay. All right. The project is proposed to be located on the former site of Clay Hall, which is proposed to be demolished in the coming months, in the southwest corner of the campus mall. It will allow for the demolition of Torrance Hall, where the college currently is. It'll be sort of, for orientation, it's just opposite, the opposite corner of the historic campus mall from the new health sciences building, which was built several years ago. We will be relocating the entire college to this site, with the exception of computer science, which will remain in McCord Hall just to the north. The building will align with McCord Hall and will face the campus mall and sort of reinforce the development of the campus mall as the strengthened academic core of the campus. Just from an aerial perspective, you can sort of see the building fit into the campus and its orientation diagonally opposite the health sciences building, and then you can sort of see on the side of the hill, Torrance Hall, which would be ultimately demolished. The building first floor plan features a students' commons, which connects a sort of front door, back door. I guess where the back door will probably be is used more than the front, but a student commons which provides student collaboration, interaction space, which will also be augmented by student space on the front left as a front porch, and an engineering courtyard, which will also sort of serve as an outdoor classroom. The building also features primarily classrooms and labs. The labs on the first floor are really sort of the ones that would deal with heavy materials, vibration sensitive or vibration creating kind of spaces. And the feature labs in this floor would be the machine shop and makerspace, as well as the civil engineering labs in blue, which all can open onto the engineering courtyard. The second floor, again, a mixture of classrooms and labs, a student common space, student collaboration space that is 2 stories in nature and connects to the first floor, and with faculty suites per department on each wing. I neglected to show the perspectives on the first floor. The upper perspective shows the view inside the student commons area on the upper floor, and then the bottom perspective shows our typical view into engineering labs for engineering on display, so that that you can, as you walk through the building, it would showcase each of the disciplines within the building and allow students being recruited to sort of see what's going on in engineering. On the third floor, again, more classrooms and labs, faculty suites on the east side, all surrounding the courtyard, and then the admin dean suite on the front side. Again, on the upper perspective, viewing into from the corridor, viewing into in this case robotics lab. The bottom perspective, sort of viewing through the dean suite with the view onto campus. The front facade, this is the main campus mall facade. The western facing facade is primarily brick and limestone to sort of augment the to match the campus vernacular. It's augmented by metal and glass to sort of present a sort of technologically advanced feel. The intent is that the palette would complement the new health sciences building and sort of set the precedent for development of projects on the campus. You can sort of see a feature of the front facade is a large front entry space. The back really shows how the courtyard is developed by the 2 wings, the 2 faculty and lab wings, and then surrounding a bioswale sort of rain garden type space, which would be sort of as an outdoor classroom for you're teaching civil engineers, so you can see an example of civil engineering in the backyard, as well as let labs open onto that courtyard space with overhead doors. In the front, this is a perspective from the southwest corner, sort of showing how the building fits into campus, and the context of the campus aligns with McCord and relates to the campus mall. And then the stats are we're around the 70,000 square foot mark. We're in budget at this point, and plan to proceed, hopes to proceed in November of this year, completing in 2 years in June of 27.
Questions? Speaker Sexton.
Yes, you may be able to answer this. If not, then someone else can come up. So how does this new building compare to other HBCU engineering buildings throughout? Is it equivalent? Is it bigger? Is it smaller? If we're comparing ourselves to other HBCUs, how does this play into that?
I think it's comparable to the one we've been to, the one I've been to. But
Yeah.
Will probably knows better.
Good afternoon, Will Radford, Assistant Vice President, Campus Design and Construction. Thank you for the question. This building is smaller in comparison to North Carolina A&T. However, given the student population count, it's right on target of where TSU needs to be.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked University of Tennessee well, let's go through first. So how many engineering students do you have currently? And then how many do you think this building will increase your enrollment by?
Yep, so this was programmed around 945 students, which is what our initial program was planned around, and then a 5% increase over time. So this gets us through the 5-year mark. It doesn't get us to the 10 or the 20-year mark.
So when you say the 5-year mark, that means it can handle a 25% increase
That's
from
correct.
945. So an additional 200 and some odd
That's
students.
correct.
Okay. And then that question then gets me to how do we make sure that we hit that goal? Because knowing that we're short on engineers in our state and the value they have, what's TSU's goal in order to maximize this building? So hopefully in 5 years, you're coming back and saying our program is growing. We need to do this.
Yeah, so it's two parts. One, this original project had 2 phases. We've gone to one just based on the current trajectory of TSU. But as we change that, we look for the second phase, which is in the upcoming master plan amendment, which you will see is directly across the mall out the back door. So there is some preliminary plans that already consider how TSU will do the next phase. However, as it relates to the student count and how we grow the student count, one of the things we are doing now is recruiting better leadership and different leadership, and that's due to attrition and some deans leaving. But also the competitive advantage of this new building will reestablish some of the relationships that we have had in the past with industry leaders, Raytheon, Boeing, Lucent. And some of those are people that we met with in the past year at the National Engineering Conference who are interested in rekindling a relationship with TSU. But quite frankly, our previous facilities did not align with their market and industry requirements.
Right. I think there's huge opportunity too, as Southwest is coming into the state, as you have FedEx to broaden that partnership as well. And so if we're looking at right now in the HBCU for engineering, where you think people see TSU as far as engineering degrees? Are we obviously we're not one? You said the North Carolina may be the one that people want to go to. Where are we in that mix of when they're looking to go to the HBCU, Tennessee Falls for engineering?
I think this would strictly be a guess. I don't have the data that would support it, but I know that North Carolina A&T is sort of top tier right now,
Okay.
and it's followed by Howard. So I'd say TSU is in the lower third of the top 10.
Okay. And so I'm assuming then with this new building, as this is being phased in, that there's going to be an effort at TSU to figure out how we can become in the top third.
That effort, absolutely, and that effort has began last year. We sent a delegate to the National Black Engineer of the Year conference, and that was designed around building and rekindling those relationships with the industry partners, and then recruiting and the research leaders for SCIFs and clean technology, which is one of those elements that sets TSU apart, because right now only one HBCU has SCIF and clean room technology. That's what we envision in the second phase, as we'd be permitted to do that based on student count. But I appreciate the question and the thought about how do we prepare for the future now.
Right. I mean, that's the goal, right? Is to new building to increase enrollment, to increase the number of engineers, partnering with local businesses or national businesses to find the placement and to help that. But at the same time, not have an opportunity where we look back in 5 years and we're still in that bottom third. We're in the top third. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker Sexton. Further questions? Just a minute. You got away too quick. How many engineers do you graduate on an annual basis?
I don't have that direct answer. I'll be happy to get it back to you. I think the College of Engineering is in the top 3 of the colleges at the university in terms of production of graduates.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Oh, Treasurer Lillard.
I just want to take this opportunity on behalf of the the Building Commission to congratulate President Tucker on his appointment as permanent president at TSU. We're very proud of that and wish you the very best, okay? Obviously, your leadership's apparent here in this effort today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
And I'd like to say thank you for your support of Tennessee State University. And we're looking and very excited about moving forward. I just hired another executive to help us with the enrollment challenges going forward, Eric Stokes. And we have a totally different strategy for enrollment that we're going to put in place starting this year. So we're excited about the future.
Very good.
Thanks for your support.
Thank you, Mr. Prison.
All right, always a pleasure. I was actually going through withdrawals. I hadn't seen y'all in a while.
Ms. Ann, next. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to vote on that. It was a little too quick. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. You adopt.
Next, I'd like to request approval of the minutes of the State Building Committee held on July 10th, 2025.
Any addition or corrections to the minutes? See none, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. You adopt.
Next, I'd like to report a number of report items as approved by the Office of State Architect in accordance with the SBC bylaws, policies, and procedures. These include 8 change orders, 1 proprietary procurement, 3 capital improvements with a total project cost of less than $100,000, 7 capital projects with a total project cost of between $100,000 and $1 million, 1 alternative delivery method, 1 revision in funding for a capital project with no change in the total project budget, 1 consultant contract amendment, and 1 emergency project. I'd also like to report to 2 designer additional services requests submitted by Stream and the quarterly status report of current projects in the Transportation Improvement Program in accordance with the requirements of the Transportation Reporting Act of 2001. Those are the report items.
Any questions, discussion? I see none. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. You adopt. Any further business?
We have no further business for the commission.
Without objection, we are adjourned. Thank you. Thank you, Ann. Oh, good meeting. Good question.
Ran it through.